Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mistwalker Spectrum Eternity. This is episode 7. I actually checked, and I remember this time. So already doing step ups in our professionalism here.
Hey.
With that in mind, happy to have everyone here, and gonna go ahead and just jump into introductions so that way we can get back into the session and head right into some crazy combat. So, first of all, Yulia, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, everyone. My name is Yulia. I go by RoyalKnightVT on various socials. Not doing too much right now, but I am playing a ton of D&D with these wonderful individuals. And speaking of, currently in this campaign, I play Kloven, who, a variant human, may have little dragon horns. Who knows? But he's the cleric. He's a good guy. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, Yulia. Next up, we have Meris playing the Sewer King.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm MerisAurum. I'm a Celestial Dragon Vtuber. My usual fare includes storytelling streams where we talk books and literature, and I also run my own homebrew D&D campaign on the side called The Trial of Hearts. It's an ode to all things romantic fantasy, so if you like drama, romance shenanigans, and a dash of political intrigue, we play that every other Wednesday on my channel. But while I'm here, I play the one, the only, the Sewer King, the party's fighter of questionable subclass. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Next up, we have Sif playing Tate.
Hi, it's me, sif_VTuber, real-ass knight, and when I'm not role-playing a cat girl or other questionable characters with these lovely queers, I do art, I play games, I also run a Curse of Strahd game that's on my YouTube channel that you should check out. Some of these lovely people are there. I also want to plug Starlight Revolver, that game, the public playtest, play now. I'm shilling that game like crazy. I am making animations for it this week. Outside of that, I'm playing Tate, a lovable little farmer guy he's discovering that much like an onion, he has layers. I love you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Then finally, last but not least, Aster, would you like to introduce your boy?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aster Varatolis, the Archmage from Beyond the Stars, Master of the Arcane. And in this campaign, I will be playing our Artificer, our hothead extraordinaire, Thaddeus. You can find me at ArchmagesTower on Twitch and Blue Sky. I'm rarely active, but I am an aspiring voice actor and also tabletop author in the works. Happy to be here.
Hell yeah. While you guys are all doing your intros, I'm sitting here trying to juggle my 17 windows that I need to have open.
What do you
That's the
mean?
DM life, baby.
That is the DM life indeed. But yes, thank you guys so much. I think we'll go ahead and jump into a quick session recap. So, last session, I pull back up. We had the players found themselves in a sort of entryway terminal area of what they believe to be the city of Kenril. They had a short moment to just sort of look around, survey the area before heading further into the great unknown. It would be best to take a moment to rest. While resting, Adamar and Sewer King had a little chat, sort of getting to know each other a little bit more. Mostly Sewer King, critiqued Adamar's self-care regimen, and Adamar revealed some just more sides to him, more layers, as we're beginning to call everyone an onion in this campaign, I think. And then finally, after that, Anti and Tate had a short chat just about the powers that seem to have awakened in Tate, as well as just the experiences that they've had and the both back at home as well as on the road. At this point, people were sleeping, and one of the people that were sleeping was our dear Kloven. was our dear Kloven, who managed to have a lovely little dream sequence in which a many-eyed beast seemed to be lurking in the darkness, waiting or looking for him, and upon finding him, told him how much they missed him, which startled him awake, only to find that a multicolored flame danced in his hand and forced its way in, causing him to take a little bit of damage, but overall feel emboldened, strengthened, and went back to sleep to try and just move on from whatever that was. Following that, everybody woke up and they proceeded to call the transport that was in the center of the terminal. They did so and found themselves making their way all the way alongside a cart into Kenril. While the cart was moving, a short movie played, basically a soft introduction to Kenril, what its purpose is, and the people there within, including some lovely references to Bioshock, because I can't help myself. But upon reaching Kenril, they took a second to survey their surroundings and very quickly found that that idyllic city in the movie was not here. It was overgrown, as if nature was reclaiming it. And most frighteningly, there were strange beasts that proceeded to make their way up to the party as well as just mind their own business. Some of which were a horrifying hornet man monstrosity that everybody was rightfully so creeped out by. They were quickly greeted by a person that called themselves a scientist of Kenril named Janine, who proceeded to sort of walk them back to the more general area that the mortals of Kenril have been sort of posted about. They had a long discussion with many questions about what the hell is going on before making their way into the city proper to sort of discover the answers for themselves. Along the way, Tate, Sewer King, and Kloven all had their own little small interactions with different animals. Tate pet a little eagle peed that was curled up around a tree. Kloven found a bear. And Sewer King.
Just a bear. Nothing
Just-
weird.
just a bear.
Context, just a bear.
Just a bear.
Yeah.
And Sewer King found a amalgamation of cats that once he reached out his hand, proceeded to spring one's neck super elongated up to beckon pets, which Sewer King obliged, and they all purred, which I know was disturbing to you.
Delightful. Delightful.
After this, the group made their way up to the tree proper, and Sewer King, Thaddeus, and Kloven went into the tree itself to search for any signs of life and just to sort of see what happened, while Tate and Anti stayed outdoors as Anti had discovered the fallen body of the Guardian of Kenril, one known as L1-ANA, also known as Liana. I will be calling them Liana going forward. Anti just took a moment to shuffle through and find a memory disk before inserting it into themselves, going completely blank, much to Tate's worry, before restarting shortly after, saying that they had been able to absorb their memories, and proceeded to say, "You may want to look away." At this point, Kloven, Sewer King, and Adamar proceeded to come out from the tree as Thaddeus was having a minor emotional moment, which we will get to. Anti proceeded to devour the body of Liana and basically take them whole inside of themselves, causing their eyes to turn orange for a moment as Liana sort of began to discuss at least what they remembered about their time in Kenril. Inside the tree, Thaddeus had found a file locked in a computer that had a note from Thaddeus's mother figure as well as mentor Jillian, telling him that he hopes he didn't find this, but knows that he will find this because he's him, and basically just said, at this point at least, she's doing well, she's learning a lot, and is going to continue the search, and will eventually come back to the stocks. This was well over a few years ago at this point, though. Emboldened by this, Thaddeus came back outside, and they were all greeted with the lovely Thalafir just kind of lounging, watching them. He taunted them about just everything, really. He's just a sassy, petty bitch. And played around all of the answers, treated them like they were nothing but livestock, and proceeded to say, I'm gonna go fly off now, and I think there's someone that might want to meet you. The party then proceeded to go ahead, the party then proceeded to go to the labs, where they found a few journal entries that detailed a few different people's experience in Kenril from the scientist side, as well as, for once, a genuinely cute little creature that SK was very sad to not have handled too well as it swam off. Upon reading through the journals, kind of learning a bit more about that centipedes seem to be a key through line for the group, or for the experiments here, as they are immune to the mist. They proceeded to start to walk back outdoors, were greeted with a horrifying monstrosity of a a body attached to a centipede's body that had a flower growing out of its neck that had other bodies inside of the flower itself. Proceeded to tell them to get the fuck out, which they did, and please don't come back. Upon exiting, the group had a minor moment talking about the morality of what was going on in Kenril, before being interrupted by a very large entity that appeared just as an iris over the city of Kenril. Proceeded to make eye contact with the party, get really upset at them for leaving their toy house, and tried to grab them unsuccessfully before saying, fine, if you guys have a dragon with you, then I'm going to I have one of my own, and proceeded to summon a dragon that landed and just made itself very aggressively postured against them. And that is finally where we were going to get back into this session. Oh gosh, recaps are a doozy.
You're like, just
A lot
little
happened
recap.
last session, DM.
Just a little recap. Just a little recap.
Just a little one.
It was just like 5,000 words that I was recapping of my notes.
Thank you,
You
DM.
like a meaty.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Meaty.
me.
Hey, yo.
So,
Hey.
anyways, the dragon, as I mentioned, is currently directly before you. I believe folks here did a bit of pre-casting nonsense and are ready to fight. So I think we were going to just go ahead and get right into it. Can I please have everybody roll me some initiative?
Yeah, so click on the token, click on the initiative. That's a 16.
Oh, I got an 18.
Yep.
14 for me.
I love my 8.
Starting
Yeah,
well.
it's
Starting
okay.
well.
I'm a cleric. It's fine. I need to be last.
So I already rolled the NPCs as well as the Dragon's initiative. So I will be posting that in the Discord for you guys to reference. 11 feet. There you go. I'll give that a quick pin for you guys to refer to. Okay.
Let's go, Adamar.
Yeah, Adamar rolled a 19, which
Let's go.
Let's go, Adamar.
Our king.
That's our king right there. We will have. I'll go ahead and just kind of prompt to put it up here. We do have new official art for Adamar, first of its kind, as I was not able to draw some myself. But very happy. This was the ever lovely day I commissioned to have him create some actually official artwork for a lot of the main cast of NPCs, including Adamar and Anti, which we'll get to later. But thank you so much. He looks fantastic.
So good.
He looks so good. So
Looks are good.
So good. So good.
so good. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do some Adamar stuff, which is very simple. He is going to just go ahead and fire off some bow shots. Just no hesitation. Bow always at the ready is going to just quick do 2 shots directly to the dragon. What is his hit? Oh yeah, he's a fighter, so it's really high. Okay, those are 2 hits. And then damage is... Wow, okay, he rolled 2 8s on the longbows. So,
Oh,
let's go, Adamar. That's 14, so 28 points of damage.
let's go.
And is going to proceed to try and spread out a little bit. Speaking of which, I assume you guys are all in a standard party clump right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Why would
no.
you assume that?
You know, you guys are against a dragon, so... Okay. So yeah, as these 2 arrows find their purchase inside of the dragon's flesh, you can see that they land and they very much sink in. The dragon kind of does a noticeable shimmy as it just roars out in pain. However, the bolts kind of proceed to just sort of fizzle as it seems to be almost disintegrating the arrows as that were stuck into it until they fall out the bottom. Upon sort of wrenching its head back, it does a quick turn and stamps its feet a bit before you see in its chest cavity that's open, there's a bit of like energy building up as just this oozy white smoke proceeds to bubble to the surface. And it just looks at all of you and just roars with ferocity as I'm going to need everybody here to do what we do and make me a lovely dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Yay.
I got a 7.
Oh, guys.
Oh, no.
I think this really only affects Meris, but you do have Bless.
Yes.
I'm going to say the others cannot be saved by Bless in this way.
Oh no.
Oh, no. No.
I'll be
Well,
fine. I'll be
gang.
fine.
I know, I know.
Gang. It was nice knowing you.
We're all gonna fucking die.
Guys, we're gonna be just fine. We have a whole campaign to get through.
Yeah, it ends
Right,
here.
right, DM, right?
Yeah.
You
So,
wouldn't waste Lily's hard notes, right? She couldn't do that. Why did? Okay. I thought I saw someone's token disappear and had a heart attack.
they're already dead. Those that fail, which is unfortunately all of you,
Yay.
take 19 points of damage.
Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Mhm. And I'm going to need, additionally, everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh god.
Please. Oh, we gotta run. We can.
No.
No, we ball.
11 for me. I can only roll 11s.
I guess so.
It's an 18.
All right.
My brain is so big.
SK and Tate, you are going to take
Yeah.
3 levels of mist poisoning.
Ooh. That's so rude.
So
That's 2d4 damage.
2d4 damage, it's an extra 5.
Yike. You can never talk to Obsidia ever.
This was not changed. This was my
Oh
writing.
no! Never. You
Well,
cannot
and
talk to yourself ever again.
As a
Trust
reminder
nobody,
to
not even yourself.
as a reminder to everybody, the breath weapons have recharges. So this is definitely one of the biggest bursts of damage you are going to deal with. With
it's
that
okay.
in mind, though, that is its action. So next up is going to be a bunch of you guys going. So let's do a nice little turn of the tide here. And Thaddeus, you are first. Oh, Tate?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, so with the d4 of damage, is that we take it on our turn from our like mist debuff, or?
I rolled it there. It's a part of the attack.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not going to be like something you roll every turn. This is rolled on application.
Okay.
Yes.
So do we just take the 19 damage? What was it?
You
The
took the
19
19
plus
damage
5.
plus 5.
Oh, that's the 5. Okay, got it.
The 5 is the mist, yes.
Got it.
All right. Then next up, Thaddeus.
So I am. Let me do some reassessing. I have my spell slots back, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
oh god, I
You-
just
yeah,
realized
you-
I never updated this.
You had a long rest.
Okay, good. Oh my god. Okay, so Thaddeus is going to strafe around to the side of the dragon after we get blasted because no.
Mm-hmm.
And Thaddeus is actually going to split from the gun turret, which is going to go in the opposite side of the dragon, and they're both going to get some distance, and they're going to shoot one after another.
All right.
So I'm going to make an attack with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 24.
Absolutely hits.
Cool. That'll be 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have the Eldritch Cannon fire as well.
All right. Oh,
For a
natural
crit.
20. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
That'll be a total of 18 force damage.
Dang, that's a big blast.
Yeah. That is my turn. Just for reference, Thaddeus is going to go to the left of the dragon and as far away as possible, and the turret is going to go to the right of the dragon and as far away as possible.
Sounds good. I also just want to remind everybody, as I'm a generous DM, you guys were all given approximately 10 health potions to split between the bunch of you. I assume each of you at least have 2. Just want to remind you that you have those. Okay. I saw your message, Sif. Would you have succeeded
you're good.
with advantage?
That's
Yeah,
fine. We will move forward. 'Cause I
Okay.
can catch it.
That is your call. I would have given it to you.
It's a lot to I mean,
You still would have failed the wisdom save if that changes, because it's regardless.
okay. But I would have taken half of 19 instead.
Yes. See, you
Would
would have
that be
taken
okay?
9. Yes, that is fine. I'm a generous god.
Thank you, goddess.
All right. Then next up is Tate. Please go smash.
Bonus action, I am going to surge with wind aura.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's in the aura since Thaddeus moved, but everyone else is in it. Once you touch Tate's aura, you get 10 more feet of movement. So just you can move a little further than you think.
Mhm.
And the area counts as difficult terrain for enemies. I'm going to walk up to him and I'm going to smack.
Okay, go for it.
This is still the Warhammer. That is a 23 to hit.
Uh-huh.
That is 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then second hit, that is a 15 to hit DM.
That is its AC.
Yippee! That's 7 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so 14 total.
That's my
All
turn.
right.
I whap.
You do. Next up is juggling so many things.
Think me.
It is you. Thank you.
Yeah, Sewer King, every instinct in his body is, like, survival instinct is really kicking in right now. He was, like, the first to hoof it as soon as he saw this thing break through the ceiling. But seeing, you know, Thaddeus is staying and fighting, Tate is staying and fighting, Kloven does not look like he's gonna back down either. Sewer King just, sighs and unlatches his muzzle, just, well, never let it be said I'm a coward. And he is going unlatch his unhinge his jaw and go hoofing it right up to the belly of the beast, so to speak.
Okay.
And we're gonna try to take a few slashes at it. I am gonna bonus action first and activate my level 3 ability though.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's give it a few swipes. It's a 23.
Yep.
13 slashing damage. Another 1 necrotic.
Give and take for max damage on the slash.
Womp womp. And I do it again. Another slash. Ugh, that's gonna miss.
Nope, does not hit.
Yeah. That's my turn. That's bonus action.
Okay. Sounds good. Next up is Anti. Anti is just going to quick bonus action is going to toss Kloven a Aura Vitality.
Oh, what does that do?
It's just going to be a 2d6 heal,
Oh, nice.
since I know you are the squishy bean.
Thank you.
It's just 7 health. Back to you.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Every little bit helps.
It does.
And then, oh my gosh, I so rarely get to use this part of it, but Anti is just going to kind of just do what they do and just sort of skulk up sort of unevenly before getting close enough to attack, and is going to go to the side, just following Thaddeus's lead to spread the fuck out after everybody just took that concentrated blast. And is going to go ahead and bonk it. So first to hit, that does hit. So it does 11 bludgeoning, 5 necrotic, and I didn't say this just to keep speeding things up, but they also used absorb elements on the first hit on the acid damage to deal an additional 4, we'll say fire damage. So just a solid little 20 damage from that one hit. That is their action, bonus action, and movement. So next up is the dragon again. They are going to proceed to weighing my options. Action, going to do what dragons do in addition to breath weapons, which is frightful presence. So wisdom saves from everybody.
An 11.
Oh gosh, guys.
Oh man.
I got a 10 across the board except for strength and con, Lily, don't you worry.
Am I still blessed? Am I blessed?
Yes, everyone is still blessed.
Is it gonna get us out of this?
Probably not. With
Does
a
not.
14.
Does not. The DC is 16.
Wow.
There's
So-
no way.
Maris, you could have, but
There was rolling anyway.
I wanted to know.
wow, okay.
Wanted to know.
Adamar and Anti are both unaffected. But all the players, of course, are frightened of the dragon.
Ah, fuck.
And then, Kloven, it is your go.
Gosh, alright. Well, if I can't get close to it, then I got spells. It's fine. I will go ahead and let's see. I'm going to just for our sake, cast Bane on level 2 on it.
Okay.
What's that? It's a DC 13 though, so we'll see how good your rolls are.
That is a 12.
Okay, alright.
Remind me what Bane does. It's negative D4 on all of their rolls, correct?
Attack rolls their saves, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds good. So that does happen. I don't think do you need to do it at second level?
Oh,
I think
I don't
that
think
I think that just affects more people per level. Is that correct?
I think so. Oh, up to 3. So yeah, I can just use it.
Yeah, use it first level, no problem. Okay.
Okay. And let's see. I think I will. Oh, I cast a spell already. I'm going to back up. So
Okay.
enough so that we're not so close together.
Yeah, I'll note that since Theater of the Mind. The breath
Yes,
as
yeah.
it hits you guys are like pretty close to the back of it, so it doesn't seem to go that far. So if
Okay.
you want to back up, that seems to be
I'm gonna more like maybe keep the same distance where I am, but move over to the side.
okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. What is our current distance from it?
You guys started about 30 feet from it.
30 feet? Okay,
Mhm.
okay. And I think all I can do for right now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it as that.
All good. Then it will be another round for the dragon at this point. And they are going to proceed to, just seeing themselves start to get surrounded, are going to do a few things real quick. First of all, they are going to go for a bite attack on Sewer King. That's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
So rude.
Bite for bite.
Bite for bite.
I didn't even
Bar
bite
for
him.
bar.
Oh yeah, you just slashed him, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
18 damage.
Ow.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Rude.
Oh my goodness.
11.
It does not pass. So that's another stack of mist poisoning to you.
Cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Does that take effect now, or?
Yeah, I'm getting it. Give me 1 second. That's level 4 for you.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Just one point.
Okay.
You're fine.
Uh-huh.
Tate, you are going to get clawed.
Yep.
That is a 15 to hit you.
Yeah, you got it, big boss.
That hits. Okay.
Yep.
Where's my other D4? I was just. That is 9 points of damage, and need a con from you.
You got it. -9, and then con save is a 14.
Passes.
Okay.
So as this sort of claws into you, you can sort of like feel like just the overall essence of mist just sort of like seep into your skin a bit, but you shake it off nice and easy. You've gotten used to it at this point.
That's not a good thing.
Isn't it? And then finally, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
You see it kind of cock its head, turn itself back around, and the eye at the center of the dragon's like head that's sort of like elevated is going to just fire a quick laser beam at you. That's good. That's gonna hit. I don't think does a 30 hit you?
My God.
There's not a lot I can do about that, Chief. I'm sorry.
You take 12 damage.
Ugh, I'm at 15.
Okay.
Okay, noted.
I'm
SK,
bloodied.
Roughly, where are you?
Oh.
On a scale of what?
To use D&D terms, he is bloodied.
Gotcha.
Okay. At the end of the
Hey.
round, as this happens, there's going to just be it stamps its one tentacled foot, and as it does, there's just like a poof, and I need wisdom saves from everybody as a puff of mist just flies out from underneath them.
I got 15.
Okay.
I rolled above an 11.
Oh, poor Tate. I was like, everybody
Sorry.
succeeded, and I see Tate.
Uh-oh. Womp.
Okay,
Think of how cool the art from Day is gonna be, though.
Think about it.
Oh.
True.
Come on.
Get miscorrupted.
With bugs crawling out of your eyes, it'll be so sick.
It's just 1 point of damage. You're fine.
Okay. 1 point.
1 point.
And then do I get a level of mist or no?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
That's
just
4
one?
for you, right?
Yep, I'm at 4.
Okay. Top of the round, Adamar. Adamar is just kind of seeing how this is just like, this is a big, beefy, scary boy. So, just doing what they do. 2 more shots. Both of those hit. Slide my Adamar die.
Adamar's dying.
Hey.
12 and 9, so 21 points. All right. Next up is the dragon. I'm going to roll to see if it gets its breath back. It does not. And then for their turn, going to do what they do. It's just going to continue to sort of make some attack rolls. First is going to be at anti. That will hit. Dice. Okay. I need to pull shit out. Okay. Then I need to make a wisdom save. They pass. Or constitution save. They still pass. And then another. We'll say the claw goes to. Well, SK, you're in melee.
Uh-huh.
Actually, Tate,
No.
how are you feeling? Are you still above half?
Me or
Yeah.
SK?
Yes. You.
I am not bloodied. You can hit me.
All right. I'm gonna hit you. Or I'm gonna attempt to hit
Yeah,
you.
she said no. Let's go.
Coward.
Wow. Okay. I rolled poorly enough that it missed. So
Wait,
Wow.
How much?
That
did
could
you
have
roll?
been me.
I rolled a 3 plus 11, 14.
That hits me.
What?
Tate doesn't have armor, and he has no dexterity.
Fair enough.
Oh my God.
UBC, one down, guys. Let's go. We need to get you some armor, buddy.
I thought you guys wanted me naked.
Certain times for that, okay?
Just 8 damage.
Time in place.
8 damage. And you know what to do. Con save.
8 damage and a con save.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this laser is going to go back to Adamar. Oh. What's Adamar's AC? Juggling so many sheets.
Adamar has a lot of
You juggle paper? I'm impressed.
It actually hits him, just barely.
Oh my god, he got hit!
Yes, he did. Oh, minimum damage because he's Adamar. Okay. Then that is their turn. Thaddeus, it is your turn.
I'm still frightened, right?
Yes, you are.
Ah, fuck. I'm going to... Thaddeus is going to try and... Oh yeah, I make the save at the end of my turn, right?
Correct.
Okay. Fuck it, Thaddeus is going to attempt to take a shot.
All right, go for it.
Frightened is a disadvantage, right?
Correct. So that would miss.
I still have Blessed, don't I?
No.
Oh, fuck. Well,
Oh.
fortunately...
Oh, I didn't count for Bane.
Yes.
Oh.
The attack
Oh.
against SK would have, or not SK, against Tate would have missed then.
Oh!
How much damage did I take then?
Was it
It was 8,
nine?
right?
Eight?
It was 8.
Yeah.
It was 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
Yippee.
nix that off. It actually would have missed Adamar too. It hit its AC.
Sorry, I should have called that out.
Oh, you're fine.
Fortunately for everyone, robots cannot feel fear, so I'm going to
Correct.
have the turret shoot at it again. That is an 18.
Do I be mean?
Hey,
Yeah.
you do what you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mean. I wanted this to be mean. You
Oh,
see
man.
one of the hands from inside of the belly of the beast proceeds to just sort of raise its arm almost in reaction to this shot firing, and it is going to cast Shield on the dragon, causing this attack to miss.
Oh no.
But the bodies that are sort of hanging out of the gaping area of its stomach seem to be alive in some way, shape, or form with magic inside of it.
So glad that I specified I'm by its stomach. So glad.
Oh no. Thaddeus is going to try and find some form of cover because he's bleeding.
Okay. Reminder for your health potions if you want to use them. But Tate, I believe it is your turn, and make your frighten check at the end of the turn, Aster.
End turn.
Oh yeah, right. Ooh,
I don't think a nat one passes. I'm just
no.
gonna go out on a limb.
Can we ignore that? Can
No.
can I have a mullet? Aw, man.
No. I may be generous. I'm not that generous.
All right. I'm gonna attack recklessly.
Hell yeah.
All right. So these next hits are with advantage. That is a 16 that
Okay.
hits. That's 15 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Second hit. That is a 14, which misses. And then I am going to. SK is by its stomach, right? But it's still facing everyone, yeah?
Correct.
I'm going to leave a stationary aura, like, in front of it, and then I'm going to circle it to its tail and to try to draw its attention.
Okay.
And that's my turn. Oh, and my wisdom save, yep. It's a big 3.
Unfortunately, you didn't roll damage on the second hit.
Well, it was
Oh.
only 14. I thought you said the AC was 15.
No, the AC's. Oh, hold on. Double checking my numbers. It is 15. Sorry.
You're good, you're good. You're tracking a lot, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
SK, go ahead.
All right. No more Mr. Nice Rat Man. I'm going in, y'all. I'm gonna start taking some bites.
Hell yeah.
So rather than my 2 slashing attacks, I'm gonna take 2 bite attacks. Each one I'm gonna utilize my healing ability, provided I hit. So let's see what happens as I try to gnaw my way through its
You
stomach.
do have disadvantage because of frightened.
Yay! That's a 19.
19 still hits.
All right. 8 plus 3, 11.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it would
So-
just be the 8 because the +3 is from the
Oh,
crit.
you're right. All right, so 8 piercing. I heal up for 8. I do it again.
Okay,
20
yeah.
for another 6.
Okay.
I heal up for 6. Just gnawing my way through this gross
Yeah.
thing. I am also going to bonus action Second Wind.
Okay. Big healing from SK.
Good.
3, 5, so another 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
All right. Next up is Anti. SK, you just healed a lot, correct?
A fair
A
amount.
fair amount. You're no longer bloodied.
Correct.
Okay. The Anti just, after kind of just getting like, slashed a bit.
I'm sorry, DM, I just remembered. With my bite, when I have less than half HP, I have advantage.
That's true.
So that crit should have
Okay.
hit, so that's another
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, I got it. Thank
Sorry,
you.
I've just remembered.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know. All right. So at this point, you guys have been wailing into it a good bit, and it's like the blows are most certainly landing, but it's still just like yelping each time, but is not like it's still kind of keeping itself on hand. And the next thing that's going to happen is just a legendary action that it's going to do.
Just one.
Legendary. Just a legendary action. Against Tate. Tate, you went back around to its tail.
Oh no, it's gonna pull a conga lala on me.
And you see the tail just sort of like unfurl, and like the bone of like that's underneath the flesh of the tail is just this horrifying looking pincer. And it's just going to quickly like kind of sort of like whip itself around to sort of get you off your guard, and it's going to try and pierce you. That will most certainly hit, judging by that a 3 did.
Mm-hmm.
With Bane?
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a 22 to hit.
Jeez.
It has a +11 to hit, so.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Then you will take and just get the con save ready. Well, I'm rolling.
Yeah,
the
it's
damage.
already here. Don't worry.
Okay, you only take 8 damage from that. Then the con save.
Okay, 8 damage. Then the Constitution save. That is an 11.
That fails. I want to
You
know.
said 8 damage first, right? Sorry.
Yes, correct.
Wait, is that piercing, by the way?
Yes, it is piercing.
Okay,
So
so
you would reduce it. All the damage has been bludgeoning, piercing, slashing aside from the eye laser and the breath weapon.
Got it.
And you take 2 levels of mist poisoning.
I am at my 2nd level of exhaustion, total mist level of 6.
Okay.
It's cool. At 2 levels of exhaustion, your speed is half, so I'm about as fast as you guys now. Tastes very fast. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Is that it?
Yes, that is it for that one action. Anti is going to quick toss a heal back to Thaddeus. That is 11 health.
Thank you.
And they lost their halo of spores from the most recent hits that have gone through. So they are going to do something else. SK, how are you looking?
I'm actually looking okay.
Much better? Okay.
Much better.
Okay.
So hit me.
No. This is Anti's turn.
Alright.
So they are going to they're still going to attack. Who am I kidding? This is what they do. We're gonna ignore the necrotic damage. Oh, that does miss though. Goddamn. Okay, unfortunate. Then that is all for their turn. Okay. Next up is the dragon's turn. We're going to do another number of attacks. We'll do a bite against SK, a claw against Anti, and a laser against Kloven.
Not a laser.
So first the bite against SK. That is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 9 damage and con save.
24.
Passes. The claw is 20. So against Anti, that's going to be 12 damage. And then laser against Kloven. Oh, that does not hit. Oh, hold on. Let me roll the Bane on SKs, because actually it was close. The Bane would make it miss on SK.
Sick.
So Kloven, you also it rolled a natural 2. So
Nice.
you are A-okay.
Okay.
Next up, Kloven, go ahead.
Okay.
By the way, the people that have gone, I don't think you rolled your wisdom saves for frightened.
It's at the end of the turn, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
SK,
Oh, you're right.
SK and Tate, I don't think you did.
No, I did.
yeah,
Right
you
above.
13 does not pass, so you are still frightened.
Oh,
Womp womp.
boo.
Okay. Go ahead, Kloven.
Okay. Ooh, this frighten is really doing numbers on Kloven. Bit of context, seeing a dragon that is not May, that is evil, and eyes are really doing a number on him currently. But he's gonna whisper under his breath, like, "Okay, you're really not showing your true colors right now if you're trying to help me." And he's going to cast Spirit Guardians on it. We're gonna do a level 3 Spirit Guardians. And it's gonna do a good old radiant damage.
Okay.
If it passes, I gotta start rolling.
Doesn't have great wisdom. That fails.
Awesome.
All
So
right.
good old 15 on there.
Mm-hmm.
And our potions,
Bonus
is that
action.
bonus? Is that a free action? Okay. Then I will move towards Thaddeus and use my potion on him.
Thank you.
Okay. Roll the healing.
Is that a which? Is it just a regular
2d4 plus 2. Ooh,
Oh, nice.
max healing.
Max healing, baby.
So I'm back to
All
decent
right.
shape,
Okay.
actually. Thank you.
Yeah, anything I can do to help. And then rolling for the frightened. Oh, nice.
big numbies and turns on this turn for you.
Take it. You take those.
Okay, the dragons listened, I guess.
Next is going to be another dragon turn, but specifically I'm going to have this be a legendary action before its turn. Everybody that is within 10 feet of it, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, this will be with advantage. That is an 18.
So this one actually probably isn't me.
I
Yeah,
I got
think
it.
so.
12.
I'm so sorry. Anti rolled a nat 20, so they are fine. So you're going to just the dragon's just going to sort of start to beat its wings very violently to try and like knock you guys away and get you away from its melee range of you. SK, you are going to be knocked prone, unfortunately. And everybody, for those who passed, are taking half of this. Oh, well. 8 damage, so 4.
Is that bludgeoning?
It is... Yes, it is bludgeoning. So if you succeed, you would take 2 damage, Tate.
Thank you.
So SK, you take 8, 5, 4, and it's going to proceed to essentially fly up into the air very briefly. This does not provoke opportunity attacks. And is going to proceed to sort of fly down and land itself directly next to Kloven. And is just going to look down directly at Kloven.
He's gonna kind of catch a gasp in his throat and glare at it.
And as you glare at it, your concentration firm, you hear a pounding coming from the door of the labs that you just heard yourself coming out of. Just like a very loud, like, sound of flesh against metal. And everybody turns to look, including even the dragon. One of its eyes, the eye on top, turns to look at the direction of the lab. And as it does, you can see the pounding just breaks through and the doors of the labs fly open. As I'm going to need people to look into the Mistwalkers art section.
Whoa.
As this monstrosity comes barreling out
God.
from inside of the labs.
What if it's a friend, guys?
And you see it just roar, like rippling pectorals, for lack of a better word, and just muscles just irradiating off of all of it. And it just takes a second, surveys the surroundings, gets its eyes acquainted to light, and is going to just go ahead and charge.
God.
Directly
At the dragon, right?
at the dragon.
Yay!
And
Friend shaped.
you see this thing just like Mach 5 or whatever, just charge directly into the dragon, tackle it to the ground, and grapple it as they go tumbling, just absolutely demolishing anything in its way, causing all of the grass to just become replaced with brown dirt as it just sort of stumbles off into a direction. And they proceed to start fighting each other. While this is happening, they basically went like, I'm going to say a solid like 300 feet away from you in this flash of a moment. You guys have a moment to breathe while they are fighting each other. I'm going to give you guys essentially 3 rounds to recover.
Oh. Okay.
So, if for those that are healers, if you would like to heal, this would be the time to do chug potions, stabilize yourselves.
I'm gonna drink a potion.
I'm gonna drink one. Oh.
I'm going to roll 3 charges of the Aura of Vitality, and we will distribute them later. 7... 11... Okay. Everybody rolling those big health potions.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm, correct.
Okay.
Does anyone need any more healing?
I'm good. I'm alright.
There is a lot of health to be given from Antai's rolls. They're going to use a few charges on themselves. They have 8 left over for whoever needs it.
8 points of healing.
Yes. 8?
I should be good. I can.
Don't
take
be
this health.
selfish.
What? What do you mean selfish?
Selfless. Selfless.
Selfless.
Take
Okay,
it
all
if you
right.
need the healing. Tate.
I can physically take it. It's just how are you guys looking? Because like 40 HP from me can effectively become 80 if I'm like, you know, just as a point of reference. So like,
You get hit a lot easier than we do.
all right, I'll take the 8, but this is gonna bite us in the ass at some point. I can smell it.
Okay. Then, as you guys sort of just take a moment, Adamar just kind of basically comes over and just says, "Let them fight. Like, we gotta take a moment." And as you guys are sort of bandaging wounds, using healing magic to sort of get yourself back on your feet and ready to go, you just see basically what I would like to describe as a kaiju kind of battle, as these two are just rolling around, punching the creation from the lab is essentially just punching the shit out of this dragon, causing it to just like black ichor to just fall over in different places. And as it continues to fight, the dragon proceeds to sort of flip it over, pin it to the ground, and just breathe directly into the lab creation's face. The creation slows as the tail of the dragon proceeds to just pierce into it. You can see the dragon starts to relax, feeling that it has conquered the foe. But I will note, can I have people make a perception check?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kloven has not stopped looking at it throughout the whole repairs. Even though he can't see it, apparently.
I got a 19.
All right. Everybody but Kloven, unfortunately.
Kloven can't see shit.
You can see that the experiment is still kind of twitching, but the dragon is moving on and is focused its gaze back onto you folks. And so as we start back into the top of the initiative round, we're going to resume combat. With first things first, as it's taking a step, each step it just pulses mist. So I'm going to need, as it gets close enough to you guys to be affected, just gonna poof, and have another wisdom saving throw from everybody. Oh, let's go, Tate.
Oh yeah,
Save
should we
time.
roll it? Wait, were we still feared during those 3 turns?
I will say that you can have shaken it off.
Okay, we had a moment to breathe.
Get a moment to breathe. So, Kloven and Thaddeus both suffer a level of mist poisoning.
That's my first, isn't it?
Did you succeed the initial one?
I did.
Okay, then yes. Kloven, is that your first?
It's my second.
Okay. And I just want to note to everybody, how would you like to be positioned as Phase 2 starts?
Uh-huh.
Front.
Would you like to be clumped up? Just asking for a friend.
No.
No.
The moment we see that thing walking towards us, everyone immediately breaks off again.
Flank!
Yeah, we're flank. I feel like we're flanking.
Scatter. Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Got her!
And so as you guys start basically fan out around it, taking each like a 6-pointed, I guess that'd be a hexagon around it, it kind of sees itself be put in this situation, and just there's like a deep rumbling as it looks around trying to find an angle and doesn't immediately find one. But nonetheless, it is Adamar's first go. He is going to proceed to just wail. Big wail in time. Both of those will hit for 19 damage. I want to note, as it does this damage, that the dragon is starting to limp a bit as it's coming back up to you guys. Like it's noticeably bloodied at this point. And as these two
would
arrows...
you say that my Spirit Guardians was still on it?
Yeah, Spirit Guardians lasts 10 minutes, so
Okay.
absolutely. But yes, it is currently starting to limp as these two arrows sort of just aimed directly into the chest cavity that's open. Just fine purchase. You can see it just like still trying to shake it off cool, but it's hurting at this point. It is the dragon's turn. It is going to proceed to... Well, you make yourself so available, Tate.
Yeah.
First attack against you. It's basically charges up to you and just immediately goes to take a chomp out of you. That is a 24, so yes.
Yep.
For 14 damage, and you know what to do.
I have it, and then con save.
Yep.
So it's 7 damage, and then con save. That's a 25.
Good. Well, I would say since you guys spread out, you're being good about this. It's going to go for another bite attack against you as well, Tate.
That's good.
18, so yes. 8 damage, half to 4, and con save.
It's an 11.
That fails. This is level 7, correct?
Yes, so d6.
Thank you for checking that part of it, because I don't have that sheet up right now. 3.
Okay.
So it's starting to get to you at this point. Like, this is definitely the most mist you feel like you've had coursing through your veins, and it's sort of causing you to feel off. Next up, legendary action is going to go for a tail attack against Thaddeus.
Ah, shit.
That hits. For 9 damage, and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 1 second. That's a
Wow.
23.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Thaddeus, it is your turn as you just feel this stinger essentially just go right into your chest. But it's still that you shrug it off, feeling fulfilled with determination. Oh, I also didn't do the eye laser. We'll do an eye laser against Adamar.
Beam.
That
Not
does
the
hit.
eye laser.
I'm sorry. Wow, okay, minimum damage, that's fine. Okay. ahead.
I'm going to grab some rubble and I'm going to cast Catapult.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw this at it. That is a 17.
That does hit.
Okay. That'll be 14 points of bludgeoning
Hell
damage.
yeah.
And then I'll click the switch in my mechanical arm to make the turret fire off another shot.
Mm-hmm. That
That is
hits.
a 16? Sweet. 6 points of force damage on top of that.
All right. That's all for you?
That's all for me.
Okay, go ahead. This thing is just chomping at the bit to get to you.
Okay, I'm gonna attack recklessly to have advantage on these. That is a 23 for a total of 12 bludgeoning damage,
Hell
and
yeah.
then another swing of a 16 for 7 more bludgeoning damage.
A 19 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tate, it is your... Not Tate. SK, it is your turn.
Uh-huh. All right. I think SK is going to charge for its haunches, like those back legs, and try to just dig and tear into at least where he can assume some vulnerable muscles and arteries are.
Alright.
So we're gonna give a couple swipes at that. 18
Yeah.
for 10 slashing and 3 necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
And we do it again. 12 will miss.
Yep.
But I am gonna take a nice little chomp out of it. However, I'm not gonna use any of my additional effects. It's just some extra damage.
Okay. Oh.
That's gonna miss too.
Yeah, unfortunate.
All right, that's my
Oh.
turn.
Okay. Next up is Anti. Anti is going to also go into melee with everything that they've got ready and is going to do their attacks. That will most certainly hit for 11 damage. And then bonus action is going to do the extra bit here. So just oh wait, that's not how this works. Oh, well, that's how it is. That does work, and it's a nat one. So second attack will miss. Next up is the dragon. Sort of seeing you guys grouped up. I need to ask, who is? How do I ask this in Theater of the Mind? 'Cause I'm obviously fishing to see which two I can hit with a breath wet attack.
I think hot take, if Tate and SK are really close to this thing, it could just aim the breath downward and have like the breath spread out.
Yeah.
You're right.
That was my knee-jerk reaction as well.
Yeah, don't worry, Meris. I got this. We're gonna suffer together, big man.
That's not technically how like spells or the breath weapons work, but that makes perfect sense in how it could work mentally. So
Swatting at the obnoxious flies.
yeah, so it's essentially just going to take its mouth, retch it for just pointing directly down, and it'll be Anti, SK, and Tate. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Advantage.
23.
19.
Okay.
We're doing it.
Good stuff.
Yippee!
Anti does fail. Yes, Anti fails.
Oh.
So we're gonna do the damage roll. If I can find all my d8s again. There it is. $24.
Oof.
Big dammy this time.
Cut in half for those of us that
So
passed,
12
right?
for us.
Correct, yeah, correct. And you know what the second half of this is? Wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
13.
It's a failure,
Nat
that's
20.
a pass.
13's a fail?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm at 8 miss. That's 1d8 damage, exhaustion level 3.
Oh boy.
Let's go, guys.
Tate, I'm worried about you, buddy.
Anti does pass. So it's 3 levels. So is that 8 or 9?
Wait, what?
It was 3 levels of mist, and you were at 6 before, right?
Wait, it's 3. So I was at 7, so I'd be at 10.
You would be at 10. Yes.
Yeah.
You're also going to take 3d8.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we would never get that high. No.
This is the life of the guy that says "hit me" over and over again.
Yeah.
Ask and ye shall receive.
This is another 15 points of damage as the mist is just really starting to push through all of and start to meld with your blood. And just
Oh no!
there's just a constant feeling of poisonousness inside of you.
Oh.
How are you looking, by the way, Tate?
Should I give a scale, or do you want to hear if I'm bloodied? Because I'm definitely bloodied.
I say I am sure you are bloodied at this point. I assume you're somewhere
scale of-
around 20.
On a scale of 1 to 66, you would be close, yes.
Okay. That is fine with me then. Next up, Kloven, please go ahead.
My goodness. God damn it, Tate. Okay. I'm going to use my channel divinity,
Okay.
and I'm going to use a preserve life,
Mm-hmm.
which essentially is like a pool of 25 that I can distribute, but I'm just gonna give it all to Tate.
Hell yeah. That's like 25 health right to Tate.
Yeah, 25 health.
All right.
Yippee! I'm gonna go lose it.
Stop it!
Anything else?
It was technically an action.
Say your spirit guardians would do damage.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna rely on those to hit then. Do
Well,
okay.
low damage, but
Low damage. Yippee.
it does fail the throw, so it does still continues to like. What do your spirit guardians look like? Actually, I should have asked that.
Oh, I think I described them before. I think it was modeled after May, so they are like almost butterfly looking music notes.
Hmm. Oh, that's very cute. But yes, so just the butterflies just kind of like continuously pass through, and each time they pass through the dragon, you can see it just sort of like searing the black Icarus flesh off a bit more. Next up, another legendary action for the turn is going to quick whip and tail attack Adamar. That will hit. Has max damage.
Oof.
He's still doing okay, but let's see the mist saving throw. Passes. Okay. And then finally, the final part of this dragon's turn, we are going to have them do a bite against Anti, which misses. A a claw against SK.
Mm-hmm.
That hits. Get your con save ready. For 12 damage on the bite. Give me a con save.
14?
That passes.
Yay!
Nice.
And then laser to Kloven.
That eye coming at him.
Yep. That is a 21, so yes.
Mm-hmm.
10 damage to you.
Okay.
And that, at the end of its turn, you know what time it is. It's time for everybody to make a wisdom save as it pulses against the ground again.
16.
Pass.
3.
Fail.
Please.
Fail.
We
3 damage to each of you. And
Oh.
another to those that failed, and another level of mist. SK, how many do you have? And how many
that
does...
is 5. That is 5 for me now.
Oh, so that should have
That
been a
is
D6.
That's 2 for me.
Sorry, it's 5 damage now. For
So
SK.
an additional 5.
No longer the 3, now just 5.
Wait, huh?
I rolled the 3 for the D4, but you have D6, and the D6 roll is a 5, so you took 5 damage from the mist that turn.
I see.
Sorry.
Cool.
All right. Top of the round, it's Adamar's turn.
By the way, how much damage do I take? I'm at 2 now.
You
took 3 damage.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I thought you meant you had 2 HP, and I was like, wait, I missed
Yeah,
something.
literally, I'm at 2 HP. No, I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay. Adamar just having taken this this piercing pain right into his stomach, just going to just grin and bear it. Fought monsters before and is just ready to keep on trucking. So, 2 shots. Those will both hit. For Wow, okay.
Yeah.
25 damage total from the 2 shots.
Nice. We love fighters.
Okay, at this point, the dragon is looking pretty rough. Like, it's definitely stumbling a lot. But it is its turn again. It gets its breath weapon back. It does not. Before its turn, though, it's going to use that wing attack again. So everybody in melee, please make me a dexterity saving throw.
You got it. Advantage. Just 10 or 17.
12.
Is that basically everyone? Because we haven't. Did we?
You
You
do
can
anyone-
move.
Yeah, I guess it would be everyone.
Yeah.
If you want to
That's a
take the
13.
damage, that's perfectly fine with me.
Ugh.
I spoke too soon.
Okay, the DC is 17, so all but Tate are knocked on their butts. And Anti also stays up. Adam, I rolled a nat one.
That's okay, big guy.
9 damage to those that failed.
I'm down.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh no. I'm close to bloodied again.
Fuck. Kloven panicking.
okay.
Kloven having the worst time.
Meris, I just saw your message. We're good. My bad. Either way. So everybody that failed is knocked prone. So, let's go ahead, and since everybody is prone at this moment, the dragon is going to walk over to, to get into melee range of, let's say Kloven, Thaddeus, and Adamar.
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity for me?
Oh, from you? Yes, it would. I
Yeah,
forgot
I'm
you're still up.
gonna. Yeah. I am going to. Shit! I closed my references for the exhaustions. Hold on. 'Cause I think I'm 3, so I should for sure have. Yeah, so I have to reckless to make this neutral.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
No, that misses.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So first roll against Thaddeus. This is the bite.
Good.
19.
Hang on. Can I stop this? No, meets it beats. That hits.
Okay. 15 damage and con
Oh.
save.
Jesus Christ.
At the 16?
That does succeed, so no miss for you. Kloven. Does a 30 hit you? I'm sorry, I have to enjoy that.
I love it so much. Absolutely, DM. It does hit.
Like that moment in I think campaign 1 where Grog's like a 24 to hit and that misses and just and Travis is just like, what?
Oh no.
What do you mean it? All right. 10 damage to you and con save.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Oh
another
my
level
God.
missed for you. That's
Ugh.
D4 level, right?
Yeah, I'm only on. That would be my 3rd.
Okay, another 3 damage.
Oh, and I'm down.
You're down. Ooh.
No!
All right.
Yep.
I knew that HP was
I'm
gonna
so
bite us in the
squishy. I'm
ass.
so squishy.
Laser attack to Adamar. It's 7 damage to him. All right. And then next up is Thaddeus. Please go
Kloven
ahead.
and Air both down.
Mm-hmm.
Thaddeus is going to run to SK, popping a potion with one hand and clicking the switch to fire the turret with the other.
All right.
So I'll make my attack real quick. It's a 22 hit.
Yes, that hits.
Cool. It's gonna be 9 force damage, and then I'm going to make SK drink a potion.
Hell yeah. Get him back up.
You want to roll that, or should I?
Roll your HP, SK. It's your Healy juice.
All right, +2, so 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back up. He just kind of coughs and sputters, mist puffing out of his mouth. Black ichor just draining out of his mouth.
You're not dying on my
Right.
watch. Get back in the fight.
Loud and clear.
All right. Then... Did I mess up turn order just there? I'm not sure.
I'm after the dragon.
Yeah, Dragon, Thaddeus, and then me.
Okay,
yeah.
for some reason I thought Tate had just gone. But I think I was just... I'm in a
Tate
lucid
was
state.
my-
had an opportunity attack.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
I was like in a lucid state of like juggling everything. I was like, what's actually happening at this point?
We're having fun. We're having fun.
Yes, we are.
That's what's happening.
We're having a great time as everybody is going up and down like ping pongs. All right, Tate, it is your turn. Please go ahead.
Alright. Sick. I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna reckless. Actually, wait. It's in melee of Kloven too, right?
Correct.
Perfect. So I can bonus action, just just pour the potion over Kloven's mouth. That'll work out.
Hell yeah.
And then,
There
here, bestie, roll your 2d4 plus 2 to heal yourself.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to recklessly attack it
Okay.
with all reliable. That is
That
a 22. That's 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
All right, second
yeah.
hit. It's 14.
That misses.
Yep. It has advantage on me. Don't forget, Lily.
You're right.
And I'm gonna just side roll back to the to a angle away from Kloven.
All right. Next up, SK.
All right, he's been given his orders. He's gonna launch himself right back onto that that back haunch and hopefully hit this time.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20.
That will
Oh,
most
no!
certainly hit.
The dice are telling a story. Also, because of my 4th level ability, when you score a critical hit that deals slashing damage, you grievously wound it. So
Okay.
until my next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Hell yeah. Show me that damage.
14.
And?
And 6 full damage on that one.
I'm gonna post something in general, then ask you something. How would you like to do this?
Oh, yay!
Let's
All right.
go!
All right. So it'd be cooler if I was at the front half of the dragon. Unfortunately, I'm at its ass. But
Rip its spine out. Rip its spine out.
yeah, I'm kind of fucking with that. So just like climbing up its haunch and just like tearing into its spine, like chewing its spinal cords,
Oh.
and just absolutely disabling it, watching it just like twitch and writhe and crumble.
Hell yeah. And so as you do this, the dragon just like had its back turned to you at this moment, just thinking that it had done the damage necessary to keep you out of the fight. And as it just screeches in pain as it feels the last bit of its life force drift away, it's going to just collapse as the neck sort of just goes around and around and around, for the head onto the ground, and it does not move anymore.
Hey, Lily.
Yes?
I would like to mutter under my breath as I look over to Kloven. don't die, and cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
Because I learned that from my...
Hell yeah.
Oh. Thank you, Thaddeus.
And as the eye begins to loosen itself from the grip of the mist, it falls down and almost clatters as if it was made of some other material. And SK,
Uh-huh.
you're not satisfied with the dragon. That voice inside your head, it's pushing. Not saying anything, but you feel this push. You see Anti walking over to the eye. What do you do?
I think he would try to move closer to it, but he has taken such a beating this fight. Quite frankly, SK is barely standing.
Mm-hmm.
So he just bloodied, exhaling mist, staggers towards it, but Anti definitely gets there first.
You see Anti with their root-like appendages just reach down and sort of scoop it up into that, like a holding cup, for pulling it directly into their body and out of sight. And that hunger slowly fades. Okay. Anything else you want to do off that, or are you letting it go from there?
I think he'll let it go. His eyes definitely linger on Anti for a bit as he sort of observes where the eye absorbs into their body, for lack of a better term. But I think there's a part of him that internally tries to reason he can't get it. Not in this state.
I will say, Anti, in this moment, seeing you sort of creep over to it, and knowing that you had your eye on the previous one in the stocks, just looks over at you, and just with a completely... I mean, they can't express emotion, but they just stare at you for 3 seconds.
I think he'll be the first to look away. He doesn't try to maintain eye contact.
Okay.
Oh.
With that, you have a moment. I will give you just a moment to sort of talk amongst yourselves, because looking up, there's still an iris up there, the big one, and it pulls away for a moment, giving you a brief moment of respite. But you can still hear some stomping in the distance.
We should
toyed with, aren't we?
we should get moving. At least under some
Agreed.
cover.
Agreed.
Yes.
I'd rather not be someone's free entertainment.
Anti, that eye though, what did you do with it?
I am keeping it safe for now. It has other purposes beyond destruction. Perhaps, once we are safe, we can use it to help bring life back to the Tree of Kenril. That at least is my hope. Just as it was able to cleanse the mist, the stalks.
Alright.
And keep
For
it
now,
safe.
though. Oh, sorry.
No.
For now, though, Adamar, do you lead us somewhere?
Of course. I just. Given that whatever that thing was is truly immeasurable size, I don't know where would be safe.
Is that creature, DM, the creature that was attacking the dragon, is it still alive?
You can see
Out of
it's still
curiosity?
on the ground, but it has stopped moving at this point. But whether or
How
not
far?
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You finish.
Say whether or not it's alive is currently undetermined. It may just be
And
resting.
Cool. And how far away from, would you say, are we from the door where it came in, where it entered our area?
At this point, probably a good 150 feet
Dang.
from it.
All right.
Mm.
I was gonna say we could go in there where there's hopefully more friend-shaped things, but that's gonna be a bit of a trek. But if we hoof it, maybe. I think SK will just have his eyes focus on the door, just gauging if he bolts, can he make it?
The door to the labs.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Might be one of the best shots that we have.
Then we should
Although-
start making our way, right?
Although, Tate, you're in no condition to be moving around very much.
I can still outrun you on a good right now. And as you look at him, you can see his blackened veins, the parts where he's been bitten into, the blood now covering his once nice jacket.
I'm sure you can, but in the meantime, let me help you.
And the tail just wrap his arm around SK.
As you begin to walk back towards the direction of the labs, you walk for a solid 20 seconds before the glass of the dome above the entrance to the labs bursts open as a giant hand forces its way inside. Before a smaller eye this time proceeds to look through at the group of you and just says, "Peekaboo, I see you."
Hate that. Absolutely hate that.
And before you have a chance to react, you see the arm pull back through, but as it's pulling back through, it gets smaller until a figure proceeds to float through the opening in the glass dome. They are a roughly 12-year-old looking child by any measure that you all would know, but with an eye on their head and eyes all surrounding them from every angle. And they proceed to just float downwards before landing in front of all of you. You all are so amusing, aren't you?
And who do we owe this honor?
Oh, that's a good question. I think there's many different names that people call me. They would call me God, Creator, the child with 10 eyes, I believe is what the night owls say. But you can call me whatever you like. After all, you've earned it by destroying my little dragon there and claiming one of my eyes. Speechless?
I suppose we can call you Nine Eyes then.
9 eyes? Oh well, I suppose if you want to be that petty about it.
You're gonna be 0 when we're done with you.
Ooh, threats. Very good. After all, I mean, you all seem like you're in a very good position to continue fighting at the moment. And Thaddeus, that's your name, I believe. Thalafir told me. You don't look very good, Thaddeus.
Malafir, a friend of yours or another plaything?
Oh, he's a very good friend.
More reasons to hate that guy.
You're so delicious. Oh, full of anger, full of hatred. Oh, Thaddeus. I need you to be quiet for a moment while the grown-ups are talking, okay?
I'm sorry?
As you say I'm sorry, they're going to snap their fingers. And to everybody else around you, Thaddeus is gone. With no trace.
Where is he?
Oh, I just wanted to show you exactly how powerless you all are against me. Oh,
Point
just like
proven. You
little
can
worms.
bring him back now.
Oh. No, I think I want him to fester in there for a little bit, if that's all right with you. Oh wait, I don't care.
The longer you keep him in there, the angrier he'll become. I can guarantee that. If silence was your goal, I'm afraid you've chosen the wrong course of action.
See, but though at least you have the appropriate level of respect and fear in your voice, Sewer King. That's the difference. You know that I could kill you all if I wanted to.
So why haven't you?
'Cause it's fun! It's fun to see you squirm. It's fun to see you suffer. It's fun to see you laugh. It's fun to see you love everything. I just want to see it. And you know, I was seeing it so clearly when you guys just stayed in your playhouse back at the stocks. So can you just go back there and never return? Because that's really what your purpose is in life, is to stay there and never leave. Do I make myself clear?
And if we don't stay, I mean,
Hypothetically speaking.
hypothetically speaking.
Of course. It's good to be curious, isn't it? Hypothetically speaking, you could continue on with your journey and face heavy resistance every step of the way in the name of preserving humanity, saving the world. But, I mean, you were so happy back in the stocks. But now, look at you, you're so sad and pathetic and hurt. Is this really what you want?
It's making you a bit angry, though, isn't it?
Clever, of course. I like to feel every emotion with just the most that I can, and this helps.
So why not let us continue? See how far we can really make you scream.
It's good confidence from you guys, especially so soon into your journey.
I mean, you did say we are your playthings. If anything, I believe you'd want us to continue to see exactly what we do.
And they're going to walk up to you, Kloven, and just proceed to sort of wrap their arms around you on the shoulders and just say, You are so right, Kloven. I would like to see you struggle some more. I would like to see you suffer some more. But, you know, lines have to be drawn somewhere, and I'm all for moving the goalposts depending on what I want. So, if I ever get bored, we'll take it from that side. If I ever get bored, then, you know, I'll erase you from existence just like I just did Thaddeus. Deal?
I would be far more inclined to agree if Thaddeus was returned.
Well, I suppose it's good to be good to negotiate your deals. Fine, I can bring him back. At this
A
point,
most generous god.
at this point, Thaddeus, you just in the middle of your sentence, just essentially lose all concept of reality. You find yourself drifting in this limbo space, just surrounded by motes of magic and energy. And you are immensely confused. One moment you had your feet on the ground, and now you find yourself floating in a void of essence and creation. What's your first thought?
How do I get out?
You take a...
Whatever
Hmm?
he did to me, I'm going to pay it back 1,000,000-fold.
You take a look around and almost attempt to swim through this space. And you see... Go ahead and make me a perception check, actually.
That's an 8.
Okay. You see just a web begin to form around you. As if everything, all these disparate energies and magics seem to be connected in some way. As you move yourself forward and will yourself forward, you begin to reach what appears to be a wall. And as you do, and as you begin to press your hand against this wall, you see yourself also pressing their hand against the side of the wall. But it's different. It's a version of you with some scruff. Something you've never seen on yourself before. And their eyes are tired, just bags underneath them, looking at least double your age. And worried as they look back at you. And just, you hear them say, "Who are you?"
I think I'm you.
No, that can't be right. We were fighting a child. And now I'm here.
You fought him? You fought it?
We tried. I don't know how it went.
Who was we? Talk to me.
It was me. Was SK, Tate, and Kloven. And thought we had it all put together. But, well, seeing as I am now, I don't think that was the case.
Thaddeus!
What?
Listen to me. That's proof right there, isn't it? You are me. You answered my name.
Right. I've been floating in this space for... It feels like days.
I don't know how much time we're going to have here, but I need you to tell me something. And that something is everything. Because if you didn't win, and you can tell me what happened, or at least your best approximation of it, maybe I can. Maybe the more we put this together, the more of a chance we'll have. You want Kloven to live, don't you? You want him to be happy?
More than anything.
I know you love him.
Damn. I'm not going to get to enjoy that.
I don't think I am either. But I can at least make sure he enjoys his life together with everybody else. We can.
All right.
SK2. And damn it, Tate didn't deserve to be dragged into any of this. But I know now that you've just given me the single best bullet in my gun. And it's the fact that we've tried this before, haven't we?
I don't... I can only surmise that that is the case, given the clues put in front of us. Thaddeus, back to the real world.
You've got a sick sense of humor, don't ya?
Oh, did you see something?
Thaddeus.
I want you all to know that Thaddeus looks more terrified than he ever has in his life.
Did you
But
have
also
a
there's
good
more of a-
time?
Is he still holding on to Kloven?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Let him go. You
Oh,
want us to go back? You want us to go back? Is that it? Do you want us to get out of here?
yeah, I do want you to get out of here. We already had the conversation, but you were just too busy being off in the void. You know, lots of people have spent lots of time there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I bet a lot of people named Thaddeus.
Oh, more than that, but I'm not telling you anything more. You see
Let him
him.
go.
You see them just sort of bobbing their head back and forth. They're really having a great time with themselves.
Let Kloven go.
Okay.
Thaddeus.
Okay. You little angry puppy. Fine. And they'll let go and just sort of walk back with their two of their forearms kind of wrapped around their back as they sort of kick forward, the other two arms wrapped around the back of their head, just very much lounging in the situation. So go ahead.
Okay, at this point, Tate's gonna like. He's like feverish from the mist. I don't know. His head is fucked. So he's just been sitting there processing this while watching everyone do their thing. And then, like, in this stupor, because I'm assuming at this point SK has like let go of Tate. If he, no, that was earlier. Tate's going to slowly walk up to the child, and like you can see like the sledgehammer dragging in the dirt, and like you just see this dirty. Like he'll get as close to the child as he allows. I'm assuming just up close, not too personal, but
like within like 5-7 feet.
Yeah, like 5 feet. And it's just like this image of like this silhouetted, like just hairy, fucking feverish, coughing, foggy man looking down at this like petite, looking down at this child, and he says, I was thinking to myself when I first saw you up there, and I got a better look at you here. You look really small. You know that, right?
Do you want me to be bigger?
No,
And
but I mean, up there too. Uh, is this it for you?
I'm afraid I don't understand your question. And you can
I
see,
mean,
one little detail. Their
Hmm.
back is still faced to you, but the eyes that are surrounding their head and floating around them are all turned to look at you.
you can do so much, and you just want to play with toys?
Well, yeah. Is there anything more fun than that?
I don't know. Did you ever have a mom or a dad?
No, I was a matter of pure energy created and brought into this universe.
That sucks. Listen, like Kloven talked about, that horny friend of yours and not so friend of ours. Well, he told us to go south, and we're gonna go south again. So you're gonna get more of this entertainment. So I don't know, pull up a chair.
Well, won't really pull up a chair, but you know, when you're walking through the world, just keep an eye pointed upwards, so you may lock eyes with mine. That sound okay to you?
Sure, but if you ever change your mind about the whole thing after we get to the fourth, the fifth eye, like, we can talk just like this, without the existence zapping.
But the existence zapping is fun. Do you want to try it?
I think I've had enough of a taste of your shit for tonight.
Oh. Fine.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Okay, kids. I think I will bid you adieu. So, I won't bother you while you're here in the zoo. But just remember that I'm thinking of you at all times. And that I'm going to miss you. Okay? They turn around and give you with this way too large smile that just goes all the way like up their cheeks completely unnaturally.
You should see it
Most
ducked.
certainly
Sorry.
won't be forgetting about you.
That's very good. I'm glad to hear that. I look forward to seeing how far you all get. Huh? And they're just going to float back upwards and out of Kenril.
You think they can still hear us?
I can still hear you.
I would take that as a yes.
I wish that hypothesis was wrong.
Well,
You okay, Thaddeus?
I'll let you go. Don't worry. You can scheme your little secrets. I want to be surprised after all. I just wanted to fuck with you. Bye-bye.
You know, children shouldn't swear like that.
I said bye. Don't push it.
We can talk more about that later. Maybe we should check on those scientists. If he was so eager to give us a toy, maybe... Sorry, I can't think.
No, it's okay. Can I try lesser restoration on
You can.
8? Okay.
Yeah. As you cast Lesser Restoration, I have notes for this. 1 second. The blackness of Tate's veins fades a bit, and you were at 10, correct?
Yeah.
The Lesser Restoration takes you from 10 down to 6, so you're only at level 2 exhaustion. So still hurting, but it's not limiting your strength.
Thank you.
Sorry it took me so long. I can do
We-
one more if I need.
Hold on. We're all a little messed up, and I don't think I deserve all your attention at this moment. We need to check on Thaddeus. Where
Thaddeus,
you go for it. You're more concerned.
I'm concerned for all of you.
Yeah.
But Thaddeus, are you unharmed? Do you need healing?
I'm not doing the best, I'll be honest. I'm surprised I survived what I went through with what else I had. Oh, God. Fuck.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to.
Kloven, you're going to see there's blood seeping like down the cracks of his mechanical arm.
Thaddeus, okay. We need to find somewhere. Should we continue inside?
Yeah. I don't want to be watched right now.
He'll help him out. Yeah.
And Adamar will speak up and just say, well, even though I know we've had some concerns about the scientists, I think it would probably be better to go back to them rather than go into that place. Labs. They were filled with mist as well. I don't want us to be risking any longer in the mist exposure.
I agree with that. Especially not Tate.
Sewer King,
Yes.
here. And he's going to toss you another healing potion.
Thank you. SK seems a little distracted right now. He's actually been keeping a close eye on Tate and how he looks after he's been healed, the black veins dissipating. And he kind of looks down at himself. And it's almost like for the first time he's actually like realized this, looking down at particularly his one good human arm. It's as if he just realized for the first time that he has black veins. And they're not going away. And he kind of just unrolls his shirt sleeves all the way down to the ankle again, or the wrist again, and fastens the buttons. But he'll drink that potion.
I don't mean to push you all. Considering what we're about to do, I do think we need to trust the scientists.
I don't have the energy in me to fight anything right now. I'll take your advice, Adamar.
Pushing us is what you do best.
For better or worse.
Even now, Kloven. Either way. Do you all feel comfortable with that? I suppose we could take the transport back out to the station and then come back later, but...
They invited us for dinner, right? Let's at least see what they have for cuisine out here in Kenrol.
And I want to make sure they're okay.
Yeah. Very well. Fair enough. You guys are gonna proceed to slowly make your way back to
All of us limping.
Yeah, everyone just limping, bloodied, looking real rough. As you walk, it takes much longer than it took before when you were all healthy. But you manage to make your way to the area towards the scientists, and you can see that all of them are up and active at this moment. All of them are currently tending to and calming different animals that had been stirred up into a panic by the events of the fight. And as you get closer, Janine herself catches a glimpse of you all and just quickly make sure that the other person has a handle on the hornet person that she was working on, and is going to just sort of slowly walk their way over to you guys and just say, I don't know where to start. I'm glad you're all at least seemingly okay. Is that fair enough to surmise?
Yeah.
We are alive, Dr. Janine.
Yeah, we're standing.
I would much rather be sitting right now, though.
Oh, absolutely. We can, most of us are currently working on calming the animals down. Please, take a seat, rest. The dinner may be a little bit late, but it's still on the table if you are willing to stay here in this place.
I
Why
think
not?
we'd be very glad for a moment of respite and recuperation. Thank you.
Good. Go ahead.
Out there, we saw a lot, and some of us may have some questions, if that's okay.
Oh, well, I suppose that would be only natural. Yeah, I've got a bit. What can I help you with? And she'll sit down with you guys.
About the experimentation, are you aware of the records that some people that were here before, they weren't okay with some of the decisions made?
I've heard stories of that, but much of the history that is told is far beyond my time. I believe Gustav over there said that those records were from well over 150 years ago. So it's not wrong that some scientists dissented from the goals of Kenril, but I don't have much information on the why.
You see, this experimentation, if you couldn't tell from most of us at least, it's not, or it wasn't normal. And I know, at the very least, the goals of Kenril were to give people a chance to exist with the mist before and after the tree was taken down. But we're proof that it doesn't have to be the only option. So, if I know what we've told you today has been a bit of a shock to your family, clan, society,
Family's a fair way to put it. Well, I don't always get along with them, but, you know, with only 15 or so of us left, you have what you have.
I'm not going to ask that you guys walk away from this now. Creatures here are just as much a part of your family as you all are. But if people have thoughts like that, or if you bring in new ages, new generations that decide that they don't want to undergo changes, we're proof of that. And if you'd be open to it, we'd be more than happy to... Well, I shouldn't speak, I'm not the leader here, but we can talk about maybe bringing one or two of you back with us just to see what our home is like, and then we'll be coming back down south again later, I think, is our current plan. So it wouldn't be a permanent residence change unless they wished it.
I can certainly bring it up to them. I don't know what happened. I think things got bad for a bit. At least for now. I hope, even though there's a lot of confusion, I hope you can see that we're all making the best of it.
Yeah, we do. Alright, that's it for me. Did you guys have anything you wanted to talk to Janine about?
Nothing
think we all
for the
just-
moment.
I think we're almost too tired to talk.
Oh, of course. Yeah, hang in there. We'll get you some food in the near future, and we have some rooms back in the barracks that lead to the greenhouse. So if you want to sleep there, then please do.
Thank you. And take your time. Your family needs help, so.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Right. At this point, Anti is going to speak up. Inquiry. Would you be willing to assist in restarting the tree? Janine just kind of goes wide-eyed for a moment, like, I don't know exactly what that would take, but why do you ask?
Anti believes that we could, but that's a big decision, especially when apparently the tree was an issue for your family, your animals.
That was a few generations ago. I don't think we need that logic anymore. What are you thinking? And Anti speaks up again. We believe, based off of results in the stocks, if we were able to resuscitate the tree program, that we could clear Mist from Kenril for good. Or at least as long as the tree is maintained. In addition, this would be able to restart the network and perhaps allow us to travel between them, as was initially the intention. Travel? What do you mean? There are teleportation chambers in each of the trees, that which allowed quick traversal between them when necessary. I believe we can make that happen again.
Well, that would certainly be convenient.
We could set up a supply line then.
Affirmative. We could reconnect these two parts of the world, as was the goal. Jenny is just like, I mean, that I don't see how anyone could say no to that. I, of course, will need to talk it over with everyone else, but I would be happy to do so. Self. Appreciation. And I will be quiet from there. Okay. I think I'm going to get back to helping. Thank you. I don't know if I even said it, but thank you for defeating that horrible monstrosity. I'm sure that it would have destroyed all of us. But you stood tall, and I cannot begin to thank you enough.
Hey, for what it's worth, where we're from, we believe in standing up for people who are getting kicked while they're down.
Right. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
She'll
Just pay it forward.
We'll do our best. She'll just do a deep bow before standing up and going back to the rest of the scientists. Is there anything you folks want to talk to yourselves about?
I think Kloven will go ahead and use a Cure Wounds on Thaddeus. Notice the bleeding.
Appreciate it.
Ooh. Certainly can say I never encountered anything like that before. I'm sure Adamar could attest to that, but you all fought so bravely, and I'm very thankful that you accompanied us.
It's not every day you get to fight something out of a fairy tale. Hey, Kloven.
Hmm?
You remember when Mai would tell us both stories about knights and dragons when we were growing up?
Who knew it would be so close to reality?
You're definitely getting pretty close to the look of those knights from the books now.
Are you certain? I feels more, though I'm drifting more towards the dragon.
Maybe you can do both.
No, that's interesting. He kind of looks almost a little somber at that, just a little half smile. He kind of touches the little horn on his head. But again, thank you. Your Majesty, to you as well. I know you didn't seem as inclined to join us as before.
Well, can't let you all have all the fun. And he relatches the muzzle into place, sealing his jaw shut.
ASK. We're not in the
Yes?
stocks. You don't have to wear that.
No, I think I should.
If you insist. You fought like hell out there, by the way. I didn't think you had it in you.
Huh.
It was quite the sight to watch, you know?
He kind of looks down at himself, just covered in all manner of grossness and just chunks of misty dragon carrion on him, and just... I'm gratified to hear you say so.
You're also getting a shower when we get home.
I could use a shower. Toot sweet.
Do you think they have any here? I mean, it seems like they have some sort of living facilities.
That's a good question, actually.
Perhaps.
I wouldn't mind saving water with everyone.
You know, normally I would push back against that, but it's not a bad idea.
I'll get your back if you get mine, Kloven.
Oh, you...
Just smile at that.
King, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Certainly.
And I apologize in advance if this is well, offensive, insulting, what have you, but Thaddeus said, why do you wear that?
He just kind of looks at him like confused that he's even asking this question because it seems like so obvious to him. Well, I've always worn it. Certainly it must be for good reason.
So you don't remember why?
Hmm. His eyes kind of narrow as you can tell he's sort of mentally scanning the far corners of his memory. No. No, I don't.
Well,
But
does it
I've
make
always
you...
worn it, so therefore I should continue to do so.
If that's what makes you comfortable.
Yeah. What matters is what makes you okay, but if you ever decide you want to try being without it, you can try.
SK. Don't be afraid to be yourself.
He looks at you just like a really leveled look. Well, thank you. I will take all of this into consideration, but for now, I don't think it's for my comfort. Though I
Well, we've
suppose in a
certainly
way I
seen
do
what those-
feel better wearing it.
I certainly can see what those teeth can do proper to an enemy, so.
One of these days, I hope you'll feel safe enough to not be under lock and key.
Lock and key is a touch dramatic. After all, I can choose to take it off if I wish.
Indeed, you can, but I'd say what you can do without it is also pretty dramatic in its own right.
Well, as Kloven says, we know what is possible against our foes. I'd rather not take the chance of accidentally harming any of you.
Well, as much as we look like food, I don't believe that we would have that issue. Would we, Your Majesty?
It looks you up and down and gives this playful grimace, like, yes, not nearly enough meat on your bones.
We'll save that for the next dragon then.
Indeed. Which I can say with certainty was one of the worst things I've ever eaten in my life. And I've eaten
That
far
much-
many disgusting things since we've left the stocks.
Well, SK, and the rest of you, Enough about gross things we've had to eat while we've been on the road. When we get back to the stocks, I'm cooking for all of you. And this is non-negotiable, Adamar. I don't want you weaseling your way out of the tavern again.
I'm hurt.
You've done it 5 times!
Actually, I think it's 7, but point taken.
You're both wrong. It's 6.
Ooh, that's right. You are always watching, aren't you?
Sometimes I believe SK's count over my own.
It would be appreciated, though. I think we could all use a good meal. Perhaps the Plantars can assist in making a veritable feast for us. That would be
SK's
lovely.
eyes light up for like the first time because he's been looking pretty downcast, but now he kind of like twinkles with a little bit of excitement. Perhaps we could have a pig roast.
Oh, I haven't made one of those in a while.
I don't see why we couldn't, as long as there's one ready. But
That would be up to the planters, wouldn't it?
I think so. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Sounds like we'll be home sooner than we anticipated, which is fine by me.
Yes, curious about that. You knew of this, correct? That these could hold transportation between one to the other. I'm wondering, Dintown then, did it also have that same connection?
Affirmative. At one point, it did. It does not any longer.
So Dintown's tree is down.
I do not have a connection with any trees in this entire world at the moment,
Oh.
other than our own.
Looks like we got our work cut out for us, huh?
Affirmative. I will begin work on the tree and getting the modules back up and running, beginning tomorrow morning. Any of you are welcome to join me. In fact, I think it could be educational for someone of your capabilities to see you attempt to use computers like you did in the terminal.
Can we not talk about that, please?
Humorous.
I didn't realize you could operate the screen by touching it. Jillian's always used a keyboard.
Humorous.
Listen. Just a reminder to take a step back every now and again.
Because it seems like, looks like we'll be trying to save the world.
Wasn't that the goal from the get-go?
It was
Sort
at
of.
least mine.
Sort of settling in at the moment. Getting used to the fact. It sounds sweet to the tongue.
You can see the eyes of Antai's shift from red to orange in like a blinking motion. It says, "Please do not forget to take care of yourselves along the way. You cannot save the world if you are constantly hurting and needing assistance."
Thank you, Liana.
Appreciation.
That's a new one.
Has my sibling never expressed appreciation before?
Mostly just, well, as they would say, humorous.
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 They're all gonna say it at the same time.
They're all gonna say it.
Humorous.
Humorous indeed. I will go to see if I can help with any of the cooking. Please keep resting. I am sure that we will be well taken care of.
If Thaddeus is gonna wait for Liana to walk off before he's going to slump against the nearest decently inclined surface and just say, "Can I have a few minutes? I saw something back there when I was gone."
Of course, take all the time you need.
I'm gonna sound insane, and before I say anything else, the mist hasn't gotten to me. I promise. But it was like an ocean of nothing until I ran headfirst into a wall. Or swam into it, really. Like a titanic pane of glass. And if you believe it or not, there was someone else in there with me.
Another person cast adrift into the void?
Yeah. By a certain point of view, you could say that. I still don't entirely believe it myself.
Someone you knew, then? It wasn't Jillian, was it?
No. No, if it was Jillian, I might have gotten more answers. It was me.
It's gonna like cough for a second. I think we should talk about that properly when we're back in the stocks.
Yeah. Probably.
There's someone else who might be able to give us some perspective on it.
What? Who?
I made a promise. I can't.
Well,
He's turning away from the group at this point.
Tate?
Tate?
I'm not going to ask you to break a promise. I know how important that is to the planters, and I know how important that is to you.
Okay, I'm sure it'll work out, but I don't want to be the one to break it. So.
Hey, Tate.
But you know something about this.
It can wait. I trust you.
Thank you.
Of course. We've got a dinner to enjoy, and we've got good company to have it with. And looks like Kenril is safer than I thought it was going to be, so let's just keep that in the back burner until we get back home. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, all right then, if I'm not going to get too much into it, even though I am deeply curious. A good meal would help freshen the minds, and I still have a bit of healing for you, Tate, if you need it.
I'll be fine. Save it in case, something dangerous happens.
Save it in case I slip up again and start bleeding all over the place.
I'll do my best to mend all. You doing all right, Adamar? Do you need healing?
Oh, I'm in pain, but nothing beyond what I can handle.
Then that means I should help. And he'll walk over and put a hand to your chest and use his last first level.
Thank you. Sewer King, what about you?
Admittedly, have felt and looked better, but I'm all right. Perfectly tolerable condition.
That's good to know. Because Kloven, he doesn't seem to be moving towards SK, considering what is his overall condition, his overall outlook his the guts and the gore all over him.
Here. And Adamar will stand up and walk over to Sewer King. Just kind of reach into his pocket and pull out some cloth and proceed to just wrap around some of the wounds and bandage it up. And at least do this for you.
I assure you, it's not necessary.
Sewer King. Please.
Very well, if it makes you feel better.
It makes me feel better when my citizens are well taken care of.
Oh, who died and made you mayor?
Not mayor, just captain of the guard, and I have a duty to protect the citizens of the stocks. And the Sewer King is among that.
You
Hey,
hear that, SK? You gotta pay taxes now.
no, he doesn't have to pay taxes. Besides, Adamar's definition of taxes is just whatever he'll accept as a bribe.
Lemon poppy seed is my favorite.
Trust me, I know.
I think we'll close on this little scene here. But with one last note of just as the conversation kind of quiets down, people kind of go into their own zone. Sewer King, just the soft humming returns, just lulling you into comfort. And you sort of almost can feel just a hand stroking through your greasy hair without a care in the world, just calming you and loosening your nerves.
I think to anyone who would care to notice, he does look visibly less anxious once that starts. But he doesn't say anything, just definitely calmed.
All right. Then, with that, we are going to continue on to the next little scene, which will be really more a group role play, but it's dinner time.
Oh boy.
And you all are seated at essentially just around a fire. Like there's a big old bonfire that's sort of in this general area. And as you see some folks come out from the barracks, thank you, Meris. You see the people come out with just some basic plates, and as they come down and set them in front of you, you're surprised to see that it's pretty civilized. It's nothing too special, but salads with many vegetables, many fruits, and beans, etc. All sorts of ways to get the essential proteins. But noticeably, it is 100% vegetarian and 100% vegan. I set this in front.
SK is visibly looking around the table like, where's the rest?
SK, we've been over this. Salads are good for you.
Imagine SK.
sorry.
I was like,
I'm sorry I didn't bring the dressing this time, but it doesn't look half bad.
Looks fine to me.
what does it taste like, DM?
Oh, it tastes pretty good. It's all freshly grown vegetables, just like you would expect from your home. Like, I wouldn't say it's anywhere near what your mother can cook, but it's solid. It's a solid B kind of food, if that makes sense.
B.
So, SK, do you eat the food?
He does. He's not gonna be rude, but he's definitely kind of sulking a little bit.
Then, if I can, I want to have a small conversation with SK. As
Okay.
Janine is going to come and sit down next to you. Just say, well, do you like it?
He gives her a very polite smile and says, "Well, I certainly would never turn down anyone's hospitality. I only neglect that my makeup is predominantly carnivorous."
Oh, that does make sense. I apologize. We do not. Well, given the animals that are here, meat is not exactly on the table. So,
Indeed, no, I quite understand.
but I appreciate that you are still enjoying it. Um, do you mind if I ask you a few questions, actually?
Certainly.
I mean this with all the respect in the world. Sewer King, your name was? Is there a better way to call you?
Sewer King, Your Majesty works perfectly fine as a title, although my close companions refer to me as SK.
Oh, thank you. Then, Sewer King, from one hybrid to another, what are all your features? I can only surmise I see you have some rat up there, some bit of crocodile as well. One human arm, and you have a tail as well. There's a lot going on, and I'm fascinated, to be honest.
Do you mean currently or in general?
You can change?
Certainly.
Well, I mean, I suppose we can change as well, the splicing, but it's a longer process.
No, I've quite the catalogue at my metaphorical fingertips. What you see, you've identified, just so, but I do have a tad bit of flexibility as well. For example, and he opens his mouth just enough to show his teeth, which, as he tilts his head up and she can look into his mouth, he's got 2 rows of serrated teeth, like sharks do. But with a moment of concentration, the second row sort of goes back into his gums, and the front 2 canines elongate and start dripping with some venom.
That's
For example,
incredible.
I ate a rather nasty spider on the way here.
That would do it. And you can see she's looking at you with just like this wide-eyed fascination, just absolutely enamored by all of the scientific possibilities of a well, for lack of a word, a body like yours. So literally any part of you at will.
Potentially, yes.
What lab are you from?
I lived in the stocks before this, but we don't have a lab. Not like this, anyway.
Oh, you're natural? How? That's incredible. How could the... And you said to me earlier that the mist... You're not like this because of the mist.
No,
Jeez.
not to my knowledge, anyhow.
You see she kind of backs off for a minute, like racking her brain, just like... amazing that there would be naturally occurring species that are capable of such shapeshifting, and that they would be able to adapt to whatever that they eat. How is that possible? To be able to rapidly change their genome at such a rapid rate.
Well, nature does work in mysterious ways. She does whatever it takes to survive. So too do I.
Right. Can I ask you another question?
Of course.
Do you have any family?
Well, not exactly. I live with Thaddeus.
Oh, sorry, I should have specified biological.
Oh. Uh, no. No, I do not.
Oh. I'm sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry about. You can't miss what you never had.
Yeah, never? You didn't know your biological parents?
No.
Hmm. She says under her
But
breath.
I was in very good hands, you see. Thaddeus took very good care of me. And I, of course, have my citizens as well. It's hard to be lonely when you have thousands of citizens.
I didn't realize that you were the ruler of the stocks.
The underbelly of the stocks, one might say.
Are the stocks that big?
No, not particularly.
Oh.
But my citizens are quite small, with the exception of my oldest companion, Romulus. The rats, you see.
Oh, okay. I get that. I get that now. Sorry, I was browsing through my internal catalog of creatures and people.
Of course.
Hmm. Well, thank you for answering my questions.
I thank you for taking an interest.
Of course, seeing someone that exhibits similar features to us is truly fascinating given how organic it is.
I'm very excited to have met you all as well.
Right. She'll kind of do a quick nod of her head before giving you a small, little curtsy before getting up and running off.
Goes back to stabbing the lettuce on his plate.
Alright. Does anyone have anything they want to chat about over dinner?
Thaddeus is going to mentally try and compare this to the salads he's tried to make with plantar produce. How does it stack up?
The salads that you can make using plantar produce are roughly on the same level as this.
Stand corrected. The people of Kenbrook can put on a good dinner.
And you were worried they'd be cannibals.
Well, I mean, can you blame me? Didn't find a lot of living people out here.
At least it's not a strange bear.
To be honest, that was the first bear I've seen in, well, ever. So most bears are pretty strange to me.
You've seen bears before?
No. That was my first one.
Because you just said that was... don't worry about it.
Well, I do have a question.
Hmm?
What do you guys use for your dressing?
I think Lily BRB'd, so we'll have to speculate on the dressing.
Oh.
I am back. Are you asking like the Kenrail people? What do they use in their dressing?
Indeed I am.
Oh God, you're asking someone that doesn't really eat salads what to do with salads.
All right, do they have oils? Do they make oils or anything? Then start with there. Start there.
They do. It's like
Okay,
basic
like
olive oil vinaigrette. That's a word, right?
yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
vegan,
yeah,
right?
Nice, tart. Yeah. See, CBM, you got it.
Olive oil vinaigrette's vegan, right?
Yeah.
Vegan police.
Tart.
Freeze, vegan
What-
police!
No, our vegan powers.
No vegan diet, no vegan powers.
All right.
Gelato's not vegan?
It's making eggs, bitch.
I think in the morning I'm gonna ask Janine to give me a tour of where they grew these things, and then we hoofing it back to the stocks, or Liana. Whose eyes are in control right now?
Liana is currently not here. They went off to help prepare the food. They're currently still working on that. But the others were told that they're going to be essentially working on the teleportation capabilities of the tree. Well, getting the tree back online and then trying to set up the teleportation capabilities over the
Well,
next few days.
If Anti and or Liana are successful in setting up the tree here, getting back to the stock should be a snap.
Yeah. Good. We don't have to go through all that again.
No.
That's gonna be the case with everywhere we go to.
Right. At least it'll be easier to regroup and do anything we need to before moving out to our next destination.
Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll ask Janine to show me around the place, and then I'll probably be helping Anti with whatever I can. I mean, it's a tree, right? It needs good soil, needs water, needs technology beyond our understanding. What about you guys, since we're gonna be here a few days?
I don't know. I must admit I'm rather fascinated by the work that occurs here. I think I'll spend some time with Dr. Janine.
Cool, you can come with us.
Kloven.
Hmm?
Do you have any plans tonight?
Tonight? No, I don't. Unless I'm going to.
I need your help. My arm's a little bit locked up after all the blood I got in it.
No, I'll be happy to help you.
Thank you.
I'm sure they have some sort of library here. I definitely intend to do that while you all are working with Liana for the
They have
next
a
couple
library?
days.
Well, maybe I'll go with you. I can find out some research materials there.
Oh. That, and you do need to fiddle a bit with the technology here as well. So I don't want to take up all your time.
If I ever get thwarted by a screen again in my life, No, you know what? It's not going to happen.
I trust you. I believe.
Alright, well, Tate's gonna toss his bowl to the... I'm assuming... Actually, no, you should probably bring it back to where they should go. Alright, well, I'm gonna wash my face and stuff and tuck in for the night. Anything you guys want to talk about?
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, it's mostly out of my system. I mean, whatever that mist stuff does to us, I think we're all hardy enough to push it back when we get the chance. Why? What about you, SK? That fog doing anything to you right now?
Not currently, but would you prefer someone to keep an eye on you, just in case? You absorbed quite a bit into your system.
On a scale of 1 to 20, I think I was only at a 10, so don't worry about it. But I wouldn't say no to the company. Some of these buildings look ruined. Maybe we can get a... Never mind, I don't want to view the stars anymore, view the sky anymore. Just remember what's up there.
Yes, who would have thought that the stars are quite literally staring back at us?
Alright, well,
So-
I guess the two of us should head back up. Assuming SK finished his dinner.
Yes,
Or touched it at all.
I am quite satisfied, he says as he, makes a show of, patting his stomach and, looking at the scientists, because he doesn't want to offend them.
Well,
Mhm.
since we aren't huffing it back, we do have a little surplus of rations, so here, a little treat, and it's just gonna put, a little... It's wrapped, it's not pocket jerky, it's a wrapped pocket jerky.
Not pocket meat.
It's wrapped
What's
pocket
wrong
meat,
with
alright?
that?
It's gotta be wrapped, Warwick! You can't just have exposed meat in your pocket.
What is good for character image?
It's added fiber, right?
It is.
Oh, God.
Watch Curse is Strong, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Sis Curse is Strong
Watch
campaign.
this Curse is Strong.
Alright, well, I guess SK and Tate will make their way up, assuming no one
Yeah,
else.
go for it.
As in, we should do our scene, or should we let...
Yeah, no,
Thaddeus
do your scene.
Okay,
Your
okay,
scene.
alright. Alright, well, I guess this is the room we're staying in. You sure you want to stick with me? You seemed a lot more comfortable around Thaddeus.
No, I'm sure he's fine. He's got Kloven looking after him after all. Don't need Mother Hen watching over him as well.
I mean, chicks appreciate as many hens as possible, so don't worry about that, but... Were you alright today?
Well, nearly getting crushed by, a bug by a dragon is a, unfortunately, new experience, and one that I wouldn't care to re-experience, but other than that, I would say I'm as alright as one can be.
In my head, SK's been sitting in the room on the floor, and Tate's just gonna walk up and slump right next to him. Yeah, but I mean... Listen, I didn't say much back at the stocks, because to be honest, I'm not much of a fighter, but... I take it biting isn't... Well, it's not how the others fight, and I just wanted to make sure if that was okay with you, if your teeth hurt, or if your gums are pulling out, or if there's any other... something more mental or psychological going on that's affecting you, because you're biting things beyond our understanding, so...
I see. No, thank you for your concern. I don't believe that you have any reason to worry. I've certainly digested many a foul substance during my time. I don't see how such creatures would possibly harm me at this point, although if I find myself laid up with a bit of indigestion tomorrow, I'm sure you will understand why. But
If you had a choice, though, you'd pick eating my mom's leftovers over that, right? In fights?
oh, for certain. Your mother's cooking was infinitely, exponentially more delicious than anything we've eaten on this journey.
I just, I was thinking back to your muzzle and the Biden, and I wanted to ask if you were worried about biting somebody. More directly, since it's just us here.
I like to think I have stronger mental fortitude than that. As Kloven said, I would certainly know friend from foe, but it does help put me at ease to know that I could never make that mistake.
I mean, there's a difference between choice and not being able to do something. Do you really trust yourself to not bite one of us? Because if that's the case, you can sleep without the muzzle tonight here. I won't talk about it or anything.
He looks at you for a while and kind of rubs at his jaw where like one of the leather straps sits. I hope be fine. I just haven't gone without it unless absolutely necessary. I don't know how long. It just seemed important.
Well, I mean, you don't remember much, but you remember having that. So I understand it being a memento, but listen, you're afraid. I mean, you're sure that you can't bite us because of it, not because of you. And you've been staying away from people in Thaddeus' home this whole time, and well, I ain't gonna pressure you on it, but when we get back to the stocks, I want you to feel comfortable being around people. Because trust me, I know Thaddeus is amazing to you, but when you really get out of your comfort zone, you're gonna find more amazing people. Trust me, I had to take my time learning that, and I feel in the coming days we won't have much time for it, for you. And I truly want you to be comfortable and happy back home. Just a thought.
I do feel comfortable. If that is your concern, I admit socializing with topsiders is difficult, if not oftentimes, if you'll pardon my saying so, unappealing. But I think I can certainly trust your judgment, Thaddeus's judgment, as well, in that there are good people.
And they'll like you. And you're good people too. So, listen, whatever thought is in your head saying that you can't bite us, if you're ever unsure of that, just know that we know it's not because of the muzzle. Alright? It might be a me issue since I grew up around animals, but I don't associate many good things with the muzzle. I was just worried about you. But if it's more comfort to have it than not, then don't worry about it. But if tonight, when I'm asleep, and if you wanted to secretly try it without it, try being without it, then that's an option.
Gives you a smile, which probably one of the few times when that smile doesn't have that smug, charismatic aura. It feels softer, as soft as a serpentine smile can look. But he gives you a appreciative nod. I think you are a very good person, Tate Plantar.
Well, goodness can be taught. Friend helped me with that, so if you ever feel like you're not good enough, trust me, you can always make yourself better.
Your friend? He asks with a little wink from his big rat eye.
I'm gonna hold off since we'll probably be talking to them back in the stocks about what Thaddeus shared. So I think we should turn in for the night.
Very good.
Good night, SK.
Good night, Tate. I will say though, after he is positive that Tate's fallen asleep, and he hears that easy rhythm of your breathing, he'll go to sort of test the latch of his muzzle. He contemplates it, but he chooses against it, and he puts his hand back down, and he's actually going to sneak out of the room, and down the corridors for another scene that'll happen later.
All right. Then with that, we are going to go ahead and end session here for today. So thank you guys so much for playing. I hope that fight was intense. I hope you enjoyed your first real introduction to our main antagonist of the campaign.
Nervous.
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 And I'm happy to say you all are now level 6.
Yay!
Yeah.
So go ahead and do your leveling up. We'll be back with some more downtime. I imagine there's going to be quite a bit of downtime in the next session or even session and a half. We'll see exactly how that all goes. But looking forward to more good Mistwalker goodness.
Same.
Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you to everybody back at home that is watching for continuing to watch. Yeah, we'll see you guys in I think 2 weeks ish. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna get this session up because I'm gonna be working next 2 days. But either way, thank you guys again, and yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
God.